It's the Sue Ann Show. Sue Ann Show. Sue Ann Show.
Of Hourish show.
As well as the three people in
And I
Ohio.
got a text from somebody who loves the podcast.
We've three people.
A woman called Helen Adams texted me, loving the podcast, Sue.
I know at least two people who love the podcast. You know two people who love the podcast. I think we've four people in Ireland.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're in the room.
I hate the countdown, Paul, because it makes me nervous.
It makes me nervous too.
It's what they say to the celebrities before they go onto the red carpet.
Yeah.
Charlize, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, you're on the carpet. How are you?
I'm great. It's great to be back on the carpet.
It's great to be back on this smelly carpet in this room. It's great to be back. It is great to be back for me because
You have been away. You have been in Coventry.
I still can't do the accent.
What is Coventry?
Coventry accent is like
I'm here in Birmingham.
Well, it's only half an hour away from Birmingham.
Oh, right.
But Birmingham is a little bit more down like that.
Cup of soup.
Cup of soup. Whereas Coventry is a little bit up in the mouth, and they say here. They don't say here, Birmingham. Here. Come here. They say, come here. Does that make sense? They go, come here, because I was getting my nails done in Coventry. There's a lot of nail places in Coventry, and I had to get my nails done.
Yeah.
And
I was admiring your nails.
thank you, that's a French tip.
Is that a Coventry?
Sounds sexual.
A Coventry French tip?
I'm doing accents again, huh?
I'm nowhere. I'm hearing
I
it.
got a Coventry French tip.
Yeah.
And there was a load of Coventry lasses in getting the nails done, and I was listening to the accents going, because I do have to do a Coventry accent in the show, and it's just a kind of a hybrid Birmingham, Coventry, North of England accent I do, which I got away with, but it's quite specific. They don't go lager. They say lager, not lager. It's just really interesting, the vowel sounds. Yeah. So you have that touch of, I suppose, London. It's like Birmingham, London-ish, hybrid-y kind of Coventry. Anyway, our apartment was about 52 seconds away from the theatre.
Oh,
and then there was a pub that you opened the stage door and you were in the pub.
So you were set up?
I was completely set up, Anne. I didn't really go anywhere. I saw there's not a huge amount in Coventry. I did really like it. It was the most bombed town in the UK during the war. So they bombed the cathedral, which was their big.
It's the Europa Hotel of cities.
Yeah, they bombed the cathedral, and they have the ruins there.
Did they keep a bit of it bombed?
They kept a bit of it bombed, and then right beside it, they got massive funding for for another cathedral, which is stunning. If you're into the idea of looking at an amazingly designed contemporary cathedral,
Were you?
I was. It was amazing. It was amazing. But apart from the cathedral and a massive shopping centre
And loads of nail bars.
and loads of nail bars, not a huge amount to see.
Other than the show. Tell us about the show.
The show was fantastic. It went down really, really well. We were worried when we got over there first because it'd been received so well in Dublin. Because she's basically telling her grim story.
I have to say, it's Katrina.
So it's Katrina O'Sullivan's story. She wrote her book Poor, about being brought up, very tough upbringing. Her parents were heroin addicts.
Intravenous drug users.
Yeah. And she's in recovery herself, 20 odd years now, and she came up through education. She's Professor O'Sullivan. She works in Maynooth, and she just came in through the Access Pro. They moved to Ireland from Coventry when she was late teens, and
You were telling me
she had a baby at 15.
that she's the only one really of her siblings who really broke the pattern.
So she broke the pattern. She's an incredible woman. Anyway, she wrote Poor, the book, and then Sonia Kelly adapted it. And they just worked extremely hard, herself, Sonia, and Roisin McBride, who directed it. It was, and the cast.
It was amazing. I saw it in the gate. But what was the difference? performing it
In Coventry.
in Coventry?
There wasn't a huge difference. It got the same response, huge response at the end, standing ovations. Because it's a universal story. It's not really.
So it could tour if it broke into the UK, so huge there.
Yeah, I think it's just a great show. It's a great production.
And for you, did you enjoy doing a show after years of doing comedy?
Yeah, I enjoyed being dressed backstage.
I know.
There's someone
it's these
put your earrings on. There was a little lady from Coventry.
Do you know
with
when
earrings on.
when I toured with Louise Newson, I love that thing of the stage manager be ironing your costume.
Yeah.
And I used to say, "Ugh, I can't let you. I'm sorry, I can't." You know, you do everything yourself when you do comedy.
Yeah.
As the people who listened to the last podcast talking about this topic
We talked about this before, you see.
we? Oh, okay, all right.
But anyway,
Yeah.
it was just a lovely
Sorry,
experience.
darling, sorry.
There was staff. The staff were gorgeous in the theatre. There was really nice people working on the show. The crew got on with it. Actually, there was a lovely showmance. They called it. There was a lovely showmance between, I won't mention any names, one of our crew and
One of their crew.
the young girl, the young beautiful girl who was actually dressing me every night. That was really cute. So it was a great experience. It was wonderful. We were all ready to come home though.
And so, do you have a really satisfied feeling at the end of it, or are you missing it a bit?
I have a really satisfied feeling at the end of it, but if there was a remount, I'd absolutely love to do it again.
And have you got a goo on you to do more acting?
Yeah, I think I do. I think I do, but so do a lot of other people.
What do you mean?
What I mean is you can't just go, I want to be an actor, great, I'll be working all the time.
You trained as an actor and you've worked for 30 years as a performer. You know, I mean, there's... The concept of earning one's chops seems to have...
Oh, and Phelim came over. P came over.
P, yeah.
We'll call him P.
Yeah.
Came over and we went to the Cotswolds. We did the Cotswolds.
Oh, you were telling me about the Cotswolds, because that's where so many... your woman who had the chat show, who was then cancelled, moved there, didn't she? She bought a big... Ellen DeGeneres.
Did she?
Yeah, they moved there.
Oh, the Cotswolds.
And they paid $1 billion for a farm, and then they spent $1 billion doing it up, and then there wasn't room for their horses, so they were sold that for $1 billion and spent $1 billion on another place in the Cotswolds. It's very $1 billion.
It's $1 billion. Your man Clarkson, Jeremy Clarkson,
Yeah.
he's a place there, farm.
Oh, is that where his farm is?
His farm is near it's near Chipping Norton, which
Oh, well, Chipping Norton is where the Conservative set were.
yes,
Cameron.
It's very touristy. We landed in the Cotswolds on Sunday. We did Stratford upon Avon, and
Stratford. That's
we did
where
Stratford.
Louise is based.
And Phelim went to Shakespeare.
Home of Shakespeare would have been where I would have went with that, yeah.
Shakespeare's resting place. Phelim went and he was just doing a little promo for his show. And he was going, I'm in Shakespeare's resting place here in the Trinity Church or whatever it's called, and and Stratford upon Avon. By the way, I'm doing a show on the such and such of May in, St. Catherine's Church. I'm also doing a show in a church, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, but he didn't say this, I was looking for runners.
In Shakespeare's, you went to Shakespeare's birthplace to find runners.
Yes.
Are they the runners you bought?
No, they're other ones I bought.
Did you find runners?
Shoes Are Us? It would have been funny to go. Meanwhile, my wife is down in Shoes Are Us trying on runners.
Was the place called Shoes Are Us?
No. So that was lovely. That was amazing. And it's just, so everything's called Stow on the Wold. Stowed on the Marsh.
Stoked up the marsh.
Yeah. Yeah. Otter on
Mole on the hill up.
Otter on the river, Mole on the marsh.
Yes, terribly, isn't it? It's all
It's
chocolate boxy,
terribly.
villagey. Yeah.
It's postcard stuff, and then there's all these tourists milling around, and it is a bit weird actually. We went to Bibbury. Bibbury is one of the
Bibbury, spell it.
Bibury. We went to.
I imagine dribbly people with bibblies. Bibbery, the dribbly people in Bibbery.
But then I was just saying, oh, do we have to go to the next place? Oh, we went to Burton on the Water, which is superb, which is the Venice of Cotswold, the Venice of the Cotswolds.
Oh, what's that like?
It's all little bridges over. Anyway,
Yeah.
Enough about the Cotswolds. How are you?
You're back. I'm good. I had another misadventure with my eye. I've got this massive new floater in my eye, and I say to floater.
We have to tell everybody a floater in optical terms is a shadow on the eye, not like a floater in the toilet.
It's not a big poo that won't go away. I don't have a big poo in my eye. I should say that. They're called float. Do you have floaters?
Sometimes, yeah.
I get these because I had some laser treatment on this eye, and I've lost most of the vision in this eye because I had a detached retina. So as soon as anything happens, I get really nervous. So I now have this huge dark floater going back. I can hardly see it out of this eye, and now I have a big shadow going back and over. But I went into the eye and they really looked at it, and they went, "No, the retina isn't detaching. Off you go. It's okay." But I'm going around going, "Oh God."
Is this in Adelaide Road?
Yeah. I went in and they scanned it, and the big fear is always that your retina's detached. You've got a tear that can make you lose your vision unbelievably quickly if you don't.
So it's in your good eye. You have a floater in your good eye.
I had some little ones before, but now I have a really big one, and I don't know why. I'm gonna go and see another doctor about it, and there's nothing they can do.
You look great.
Thank you, but it makes me feel a bit spaced out.
And what's it like? Is it happen on stage or what?
No, I find when I'm on stage, it's just, do you do this? I just concentrate middle distance because my eyesight isn't so great anymore. And no matter where I'm playing, I just always have an image of the Royal Albert Hall in my head.
The stage is one of the places where Anne actually functions.
I have to say,
yeah, I know,
that
I understand that.
At this point in my life, the stage is the only place where I feel fully functional. Because we have just been performing for so many decades. I just know the energy, I know the rigmarole, I just feel totally alive. And with my eyesight and everything, I just don't feel fully on in any of the situations.
And if all the world was a stage, as Shakespeare said, and it'd be grand.
You'd have a great old life. Your life would be...
Oh, Paul, yes, this is true. But do you do this no matter where I'm playing? Because sometimes
So even if you're down
it's
in
not so-
Riley's pub in a shithole and go, I'm in the Royal, I like it.
No, but if this is whatever the stage, like we were in a venue I found quite difficult the other night, and I just went, imagine it's the Royal Albert Hall, because we did play the Royal Albert Hall, and do you remember the Royal Albert Hall? And going out.
I know.
And it's so massive and
yet so intimate.
Yeah. And so you always go, you have to keep going. Sometimes things go down a bit and you trust to come up a bit again, and you live for those moments when you are playing places like the Royal Albert Hall, but sometimes you play in a community centre in
Moat.
the Irish equivalent of Burton on the...
Burton on the march.
Burton on the shoes.
Burton on
the shirt.
Burton on the shirt.
And also, I think, because I've had, which I've mentioned in every podcast, a bad knee, because a dog ran into my knee.
You have a bad knee, Sue.
Is it because the dog ran into you?
dog ran into my knee.
I didn't realise it was because the dog ran into your knee. I thought that it was also the show.
It was also
extremely physical.
No, it's exacerbated.
And fascinatingly, you were the oldest person in the cast, weren't you?
Yeah.
She does remind you of that.
Yeah,
No,
thanks,
I don't-
Anne. I was having a great morning.
That's not a bad thing. Is that a bad thing to say?
No, not at all.
No, but it is amazing when you've been long enough in the business. You suddenly You're suddenly the elder lemon.
Yeah.
It's kind of the elder lemon without the respect, I'm finding.
Yeah. No, so
I don't know what I'm expecting.
But also, what you were saying is suddenly because I was making one of the actresses laugh. She was going, "How's your knee? How's your leg?" Because it's now a leg issue. It is now developed into a leg problem, and it's like, "How's your leg, Sue? You know, how's the whole left side of your body?" Oh. And I just said, Aisling, weirdly, because the show was at 7:30, at 7:25, it goes away.
Doctor Theatre, yeah.
Yes. And you do. It's incredible what the brain does. And it just wasn't sore during the show. I mean, pure agony afterwards. But, you know.
That is the one thing. That is why I feel fully functional.
See, there's a good example of her not being on the stage.
I know. She wouldn't have said functional if she was on the stage.
Yeah, she's functional.
Perfectly.
That's why I love being on stage, because you just know your body's going to meet you.
Yeah.
And your mind.
Until it doesn't.
Well.
You were making me laugh yesterday, telling me about the bank. She was reminiscing.
Oh, she did full granny in the bank, didn't she?
I did full granny in the bank. It really makes me laugh now. I had to go. The banks don't want you going into the bank.
No, they don't.
And so I had to go in to get some. I was sending some money to England, and I needed a record, and I needed help with doing the thing. So you go in, and then people are hidden. They're hidden behind screens and in little alcoves
And they put these
upstairs.
little pods with nobody in them.
So what's it, like ninjas, yeah?
Yeah, no, but it's so funny. Like, I go to the permanent PTSB, is it called?
Yes, the permanent TSB, as do I.
He would give you what
We opened up our account together there one time.
Yeah, what is it called? PTSD. He would give you PTSD. Go to
post-traumatic shock bank.
Yeah. It would give you PTSD going to that PTSB.
But I walk in and I go, the whole bank thing is just so different now.
It's very weird.
Anyway, but there's so few people in there that I had to fill out this big form on the exchange machine or something. But because there's so few people, I couldn't see very well, and I was like this over with my glasses off. And then there was a young man helping me, and I went, actually, can you do it for me? And I'll just read it. So I got this young fella to fill it all. Then he went off. Then somebody else was helping me. We were double checking everything. She was going through all the details, and I'm sitting there in one of those stupid alcoves, and I'm looking down the floor of the bank. And it's been my bank for 3 decades. And I just went to her. I said, can I just say to you, I've been coming to this bank for nearly 30 years.
Girl and woman.
Oh, and I said, it's a girl and woman. I said, she said, there used to be counters there, and there would be about 5 people behind the
5
counter.
tellers.
And you'd come in, and there'd always be a queue to near the door.
And you could smoke in the bank then.
No, but I was telling it.
Is Mary still here? No, Mary's dead now. Oh, she was great fun. She always used to have a lovely chat with me. And is Paul still here? No, he's in care. Oh, God, lovely Paul. He's 98 now, and oh, Paul used to be such a hoot.
So I was just telling them that, and I was looking down the bank, and I was seeing, the bank, because you go into the bank and you'd meet people you knew. I remember once seeing somebody reading in the queue.
She's not listening to herself at all.
No,
She's
but
just saying
listen,
stuff. I failed for the people in the bank yesterday listening to this.
No, but listen to this.
I'd get dressed up to go into the bank. And it was a major part of her day. Yeah, where are you going today? I'm going to the bank.
Oh, she's got the Chanel number 9 on.
Hopefully Mary will be there. She's such a hoot.
But Sue,
And I'd love a long queue, because then you get chatting.
but I used to get chatting.
I used to go in and lodge a £5, but it'd take about 2 hours. Oh, those days are gone. Now you go in and
It's
they're
all the
like,
computers.
and no, but you do go in and they do go, no, sorry, we don't do that in here. You'll have to do it online. Oh, right, okay. What's it here for then? What is the fucking thing open for then?
Oh, I had that when I went in to try and put some money in the savings account, and they were traumatised by the fact that I was being a human in the bank trying to do that.
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah, online, yeah.
But they were great. I had to go to the bank to do this business, and they were amazing. It was so funny. I had to they were ticking off that you made sure what you were sending the money for, and there were amazing things like this.
And be careful you don't give your bank account details on the podcast.
No, but listen, it was stuff like, this is not a foreign account that you've only just come in contact with. This is not a series of payments. This is not a romantic thing. You are not being put under pressure. It's basically, you're not. They might as well just have had one big question. You're not a dithery old fool who's been scammed to the hilt, you silly bint. But can I just say, I had this huge reminisce, and I was telling the girl, and she did look at me like, yeah, when are you going to stop? We can just...
I know. But do you remember years ago? I remember my parents going, we're just going to go down we'll just have a chat with the bank manager. We'll go down to Larry. We'll go down to Larry and see. We'll talk to Larry. If you were in a bit of a bind and you had a few issues, you went in and you spoke to the bank manager, and he went, oh, do you know what I'll do? I'll freeze that now.
The bank manager...
And Ronnie and Hughes' mum and dad used to say it all the time. If there was any issues, they'd just go on down, and they'd have this personal relationship with their bank manager.
I remember my parents talking about that, and people have heard their generation in the small town. We grew up outside Tubbercurry, and it was the same thing. Yeah. The relationship with the bank manager was very important.
Very important. And they helped them out properly.
Whereas now there's none of that personal touch.
I know.
The sooner AI comes in and has a nice chat with you behind the counter, the better.
And that woman you were talking to, she wasn't real. She was actually a bot. Can I just tell you about when I used to come into the bank? I don't know what you're talking about. Fill in the form.
Silly bit, yes or no. But the questions were extraordinary. They were and it was actually quite good. They were trying to identify, are you being scammed? Which is good. Then I have to tell you the other thing I did when I was in Grafton Street. I had made this appointment to go to Smiles Orthodontics to just see. I just noticed when I was trying to do stuff to camera that my bottom teeth have gone insanely crooked. And I thought, it should be fairly cheap to just correct them, because I'm missing loads of teeth. They should be able to just
tap them into shape, a hammer.
Yeah.
Well, I thought like that. I thought they had little small hammers, and they're going to go, come in again next week.
Yeah, that's it. You're done now. Yeah. But
That's the science section of the podcast sorted out.
Yeah. There's always some sort of little science, yeah.
€6,000 will cost.
Oh my God.
Because he said, your teeth are so crooked, we'd have to put train tracks on them. And he went, and we'll adjust your bite, so then we'd have to put train tracks on the top. And he said you would have to have permanent retainer, top and bottom. But your smile would look fabulous. And I thought, oh, for God's sake, at my age...
Well, it'd be great, and no one understand a word you were saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, your top teeth are great.
My top teeth are great.
And to be honest with you, I've never really... I've only noticed that because you pointed it out to me about the bottom teeth.
Exactly.
You don't even see it.
You don't notice it. And actually, I think it means you're human, because everything is so...
Done.
A veneer of AI robot about...
Robot teeth now, you want, yeah?
No, but there is. Everybody has the same. Well, you always had really even, brilliant teeth. Did you ever have orthodontics?
No.
But your teeth are amazing.
Yeah, but what's so interesting about that is my parents were so bad at looking after our teeth as kids. It's the one thing I still feel very angry about. I'm still harbouring this
Your teeth are bloody perfect.
Anger about that. I'm fucking raging with them.
Well, genetically, they gave you a perfect set of choppers.
That was a lot of parents back then.
Oh no, this was really bad.
Tell us. Never to the dentist.
I have a lot of fillings in my teeth, and my poor little kiddie teeth were just rotting in my head because they didn't give a shit. I just, all the work that I did with my own kids, my kids have perfect teeth and they don't have any fillings, because I was so diligent about taking them to the dentist and about them brushing their teeth now. There's 4 of them, and it's one bloody thing I did for them, can tell you.
Our generation, those fillings are hard. I have loads of fillings and I'm missing 3 teeth.
Now, I have noticed that.
And when the weather changes, you can pick up Russian radio.
But also, I just wanted to say to you, because we always have to do a little bit on the skincare.
Oh yeah, you got a great hint from the actresses. Are
Great
fantastic.
working with actresses because they've got loads of
You have to find out the perfect Botox person, by the way.
Yes, that was knocking around as well, the dressing room. There was names being mentioned.
And you didn't get the name and phone number. I couldn't believe it. I mean, to know.
I know, because I'm still on the fence about, anyway.
I know, I don't Botox either, but I love to have a list of names if I ever think I will.
It's good to have the
3 quotes.
It's good to have the list there with all the reviews. Just to look at them every now and again.
but you do that
he's doing well.
I'm not a Botoxy person, so I'd be very nervous about.
Yeah. No, this is just a really simple thing, and it was. And again, I'm not getting any money for this. I'm not endorsing product. This is Vichy, the Vichy.
Hyaluronic.
What? What? It's always the slight mistake. It's this. It's Is it not hyaluronic?
What did I say?
Hyaluronic.
Bit like Enel Devar in the podcast.
That was very funny.
I don't hear properly.
No.
Like I said, I'm in the world of my own at the moment.
So
generally.
it's Vichy hyaluronic acid serum.
Yeah.
It's not expensive, but the little tip that I got is you splash a bit of rose water on your skin before you apply it.
And you're not being sponsored by the Rosewater Marketing Association.
I'm not being sponsored by Rosewater.
But if they want to sponsor us, we'll gladly accept.
Oh, we'll gladly accept.
Rosewater is one of those generic pharmaceutical.
No, I meant Vichy.
Oh yeah, but either. Well, anyway.
I'm so suggestible. I am gonna stock up with that.
You get the Boots rose
Well, what does
water.
it do?
It hydrates your skin.
Exceptionally well. So you splash on some rose water first, and then use the Vichy.
Then you let that kind of dry in.
Hyaluronic.
Hyaluronic acid.
Oh, okay, hyaluronic. I use the ordinary hyaluronic, and it's superb.
I use the extraordinary hyaluronic acid, and that's even more superb. No, but I'm really getting into my skin. That's a kind of nicer way to go than Botox.
Do you know the last time we were talking about skincare, I have a lovely fan, I hope he doesn't mind me calling him a fan, that I keep in touch with.
Hope he doesn't mind me calling him a fan. No, he's
absolutely
pest.
He's somebody who was a follower, and then he came to a gig, and then he brought me a lovely box of chocolates and a bottle of champagne.
Aww.
And then I would message with him occasionally. He's just lovely. And he went, you were talking about skincare. He gets a very high grade retinol, which is vitamin A cream, overseas, over the counter. When he goes to Turkey, you can buy it over the counter there. And it's actually a treatment for acne, but it's a very high potency retinol. And he sent me 3 tubes of it.
I've heard about this retinol because a friend of mine gets prescribed it, and her skin looks amazing.
Yeah.
So that is a really good way to go.
Retinol is amazing. So the thing about retinol is you use it at night because it interacts badly with daylight. And
Fucking hell, it was anti-time bomb going around.
maybe I'm not putting that right. This is more science. When it interacts.
Yeah. Make sure you have an umbrella and you're really near your coffin before you use this, in case something goes wrong.
It's like bloody vampire shit. Sorry.
If you put it on during the day, you have to wear a balaclava.
A cosmetic.
Oh my gosh.
Can we have the Sue Ann Show cosmetic balaclava? I'm using retinol during the day. It's kind of this lovely white Hessian balaclava.
And it's done wonder to my skin. Let me show it to you. It's in this box here.
Oh gosh, it interacts badly with daylight. Oh, that's fantastic.
You know what I mean.
I do.
I'm not quite sure what I mean.
They don't
I
seem
just read it somewhere.
It's best to put it on when you're asleep. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Do you put a moisturiser on top of the retinol?
Absolutely should, but you should leave the retinol a moment to absorb into your skin. But you should put a moisturiser.
Sorry, I just see us doing it, having our own channel.
Yeah, and being sued.
No, a sales channel like Joan Rivers had for her jewellery. And here, Sue, I have got the cosmetic balaclava.
And can I just say it's on sale for, and then it flashes up $29.99, $29.99, $29.99.
And then I'll put the balaclava on.
Yeah, for a limited period. Oh my gosh. And it's actually becoming a fashion statement as well as absorbing the retinol into your skin. Oh, stop. But we have it all going on with the serums. I think that's really good. It's fun.
It's fun, and they're much better than, because I used to be reading about these ingredients that you needed for proper skincare, but you know, a few years ago, you weren't able to buy those serums. They were part of a moisturiser, but now that they're separated, you can buy all the different things. And I do, there's no excuse for bad skin.
The other thing that's all over the interbobs, as you would say, is castor oil.
For
Hyperpigmentation, which I suffer from on my neck. That's an aging
Do you know what a woman said to me? I met a woman who was in her 70s who had immaculate skin. And do you know what she said she used? This is really funny. She went, I know this is really morbid, but she was talking about a child who died. And the child was in the coffin, and she was admiring the way the child looked. And it was the undertaker who told her about this skin, what she did to the skin. And it was a mixture of baby oil and... what was it?
I'm actually... Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is so...
And yet you told us nothing.
That is so bizarre.
No, what was it? It was baby oil. I can't remember now. I'll have to look it up.
Sounds like laxative to me.
No, she said...
Balming fluid.
No, I know what it is. And Vaseline.
I've heard a preparation H is great as well.
Baby oil and Vaseline. It's terrible that you have to die before you get the perfect skin.
Well, some people will say that Vaseline will block and doesn't absorb, but that's the brilliant thing about it. If you moisturise and put Vaseline on, it holds it
But
in.
it was either Elizabeth Taylor or Joan Collins. I can't remember which one. Plastered her face with Vaseline every single night before she went to bed. That's the truth. Just
But
lashed
Joan
on.
Collins is still alive. So
Joan is looking fabulous. Joan is amazing. She was on a red carpet
I think
yesterday.
it is
90
Joan
of age.
Collins that did the Vaseline every night.
Okay.
Every night.
Yeah.
But there's petroleum in that. I'd be a bit...
Yeah, exactly. Some other people say there's petroleum. There's mixed messages on it. But this woman had magnificent skin, and she said it was baby oil and Vaseline. That was the mix. That he used that.
Somehow now
Quite
it's put me
strange.
off.
me too.
That's quite
But-
strange information.
So anyway, at the moment, the big buzz is castor oil and bread soda. Mixed.
So before we wrap
What?
up, guys, like, where can our listeners get these ingredients and put them all together and blow themselves up?
Oh yeah. So let's do a summary. Okay.
The skincare summary.
A skincare summary.
For the, if you want to go the serum route, it's rose water. You can get it very cheaply in Boots. The Boots
Before you
brand.
put on your
Yeah, it's actually rose water and glycerine. Hyaluronic
acid.
Serum by Vichy. Then you put that on, and then you have to seal it in with a good moisturiser.
Yeah. Then you use retinol at night in the dark.
Retinol at night, it
Before you
doesn't,
get into your
it doesn't act well in the day to sunlight.
Make sure you have your balaclava.
And if you want a basic thing that is a classic, I think it's Vaseline and baby oil, which I have not tried, and it sounds a bit heavy and blocky to me, but I want to try that.
Yes, and then the other tip is castor oil mixed with bread soda. And
Like baking soda, like sodium.
what you call it? No, bread. It's called breads. It's the it's
Baking soda.
yeah. There's bicarbonate of soda. Anyway, you have to buy.
Don't use the wrong one.
Don't use the wrong one. You have buns on your neck. The people nibbling your neck.
Pigeons attacking her. Seagulls.
Yeah, you should have great skin.
You have a necklace of seagulls.
Both fabulous skin.
It'd be like the birds.
Anyway, on that note, we shall see you next time. The Suanne.
But it's okay, don't worry about that.
Okay, we won't have to worry about.
But a disclaimer I would like to say to all the people that listen to those tips, ignore them, or if you do them of your own volition, and please don't listen to these two women.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Day.
Afternoon.
If you want to respond to any of the hilarity and stuff we've been talking about,
Or give us topics to chat on.
yes, indeed, you can email us sueannehalfhourishshow@gmail.com.
Brought to you by Sue Collins and Anne Gildee. Producer Paul Farron.
Sue and Show.
Of Hourish Show.